We were told that once rates dropped into the low sixes, the lock-in effect would end and the for sale signs would pop up everywhere. Well, the rates are there now. But if you're trying to buy a house right now, you've maybe noticed something. The houses aren't there. What headlines are we supposed to believe? Is the housing market on the brink of collapse or about to roar back to life? The truth? It's much more subtle than that. Analyzing the statistics from the most recent national and local housing reports, there's some fairly significant changes taking place all around us. This video is about what the data is actually telling us and how that data can help buyers and sellers adjust to the ever-changing housing market. Let's start with the national picture, very high level. Over the last year, mortgage rates stayed higher and for longer than many expected them to. Buyers became far more payment sensitive and, expectedly, much more cautious. Sellers began to see a lot of the leverage that they had in 2021 and early 2022 shifting to the other side of the transaction. A lot of these areas in the country saw housing inventory remain constrained, all the while there was a noticeable cooling off in the demand. And that combination confused people because historically, when demand cools, prices fall. Certainly, there are regions in the country that have seen prices fall, but that's not what broadly happened. Instead of a crash, we got friction. Buyers didn't stop and disappear, they slowed down. Sellers didn't panic, they hesitated and held off. Homes didn't stop selling altogether, they just kind of took longer. Nationally, the market didn't break, it essentially began resisting itself. That distinction matters, especially when we zoom into Sioux Falls, not following the national script. Now, the most recent statistics here locally are where things get interesting. If Sioux Falls were following the national softening narrative, we'd expect to see more listings, more inventory, and falling prices. But that's not what the data shows at all. The first quiet signal that stood out to me, sellers are pulling back, not piling in. What I mean by this is the new listings in Sioux Falls are down almost 13% and down almost 7.5% across the broader metro area. That tells us something important. Sellers are still actively choosing not to list. And whether that's a choice of taking their home off the market until springtime or off the market altogether, we'll probably just have to wait and see how things play out. But I can say with certainty that the sellers are not being forced out of the market by distress. They're just waiting. The second signal that was the most surprising one to me, inventory here is tightening, not loosening. The Sioux Falls housing inventory is down almost 29%. Meanwhile, the metro inventory is down right around the same at 28.6%. And the months of supply is hovering around 3 months. These latest stats are almost resembling a seller-leaning market, even with the higher rates. That's why I was surprised. Because if you would ask around, well, maybe just those who are currently listing their homes for sale, that's maybe not what it feels like to them at all. But these latest numbers are telling a different story from those feelings. Now, the third signal, prices here are not collapsing. The Sioux Falls median home price is up 7.5% year over year. Meanwhile, the metro median price is up as well at 4.3% year over year. That alone breaks the prices are falling everywhere narrative. So what's actually happening? Contrary to suspecting beliefs, this isn't a weak market. It's a cautious one. Given these reports showing that there are fewer sellers right now, is only helping with supporting the increase in stabilization in home prices. With less urgency from the buyers, there's fewer bidding wars, and the result, there's a lot more stability instead of chaos. Next is the silent shift that most people miss. Here's a stat that almost nobody is talking about, and to me, it explains everything. The days on market in Sioux Falls is up 14%. Meanwhile, metro-wide, it's up almost 20% at 19.3%. Read that carefully. Homes are still selling, they're just not selling instantly. This is the real shift. Instead of 12 offers in a weekend, waived inspections, and emotional overbids, we're seeing real negotiations taking place between parties, inspections being prioritized again, and there's sellers out there willing to help buyers with credits and repairs. And something we've seen a lot more of is buyers walking away when the numbers don't work. The days of the 2021 housing market Grand Prix are gone. There's a new era of buyers and sellers who are taking time to educate themselves and know their numbers. They've drawn a line in the sand. And if they're not able to hit their numbers with what is either being offered or accepted, they're moving on. It's becoming much more of a skill-based market, and the skills and understanding of your individual line in the sand is mattering more than getting the timing of every little thing just right. While things are shifting in the market, there are some individuals that are able to benefit from these shifts, while others have the potential to be punished. Buyers who are quietly benefiting right now are the buyers who are remaining payment focused. The first-time buyers who are eligible for programs and assistance and utilizing it to their advantage, and the buyers that are willing to negotiate on credits or repairs. Now, why is that? Because prices are more stable, competition is calmer, and sellers tend to be more reasonable after the showing rather than before. Now, for sellers, the formula to win is still having a home that is appropriately priced in accordance to today's market, having a home that's in strong condition, and remaining flexible on concessions. Now, sellers with these homes, they're still moving, just with intention instead of frenzy. Now, who's struggling in this market? It's those with overpriced listings. Sellers anchored to their 2022 expectations, and buyers waiting for a crash that isn't showing up locally. This market rewards adjustment, not stubbornness. National headlines make it sound like everything is breaking, but locally, what we're seeing is something very, very different. Balance is returning, slowly and quietly. Sioux Falls continues to behave like a fundamentally driven market, not a speculative one. So here's a real takeaway. Buyers, this is a window for leverage, not for fear. Sellers, strategy matters more than timing, always. And everyone, the numbers matter, but how they apply to you, that matters more. Hey, if you're trying to figure out where you fit in this market, buyer, seller, do not chase the headlines. Understand the shifts that are happening all around us. That's where the real opportunity lives.